Hello everyone. I hope you guys had a great week. Made some great trades. We made some amazing trades today. Alright. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Huge pump today. From basically 19,300 all the way up to 21,200. Market rallying on that news of some potentially lower CPI numbers in the coming week. Next week, basically next week on Tuesday, we are going to get the US CPI numbers. They are expecting 8.1 now, so a big drop in inflation. Again, that is going we're going to have to see about that. If it is going to drop, if it does drop, then yes, you're going to see a continued rally. But, you know, if they get it wrong and the CPI just stays where it is, market could start to roll over. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Hello, Phil. Yes, I'm late, Carlos. I'm late. I'm fashionably late to my own stream. Thank you. All right, BTC. Let's take a look at Market Cipher. Daily time frame looking good. -5 and a 15. Now you got a -5 and a 16. VWAP is quite extended. You got that green dot. Again, we've been talking about this potential pattern forming a potential W pattern. Is my English there? Again, we really have to break that $25,000 level. If you do break it, then yeah, you could potentially rally up. But let's see what the traditional markets do. You know, let's take a look at the S&P 500. The S&P is getting an impressive rally. Again, I told a couple people like in advance in the Discord. He's like, yo, I could definitely see the SPY start to rally a little bit. Maybe get a bit of a pause day around this area, and then start to roll over and retest this 50-day moving average. Once again, a support. If we can confirm a support, then yeah, you can maybe have one last rally back up to this major resistance level, and you know, maybe around that time it's gonna be the FOMC rate hike, the FOMC meeting, and the federal fund rate is going to be announced that day. I believe it's the 21st. Yeah, the 21st. So that's gonna fall in line. So let's see if this little pattern that I drew is gonna play out. But again, this is pure speculation. The market could actually absolutely just roll over the next day. But yeah, it's all up to that CPI on Tuesday that we're gonna receive. How about that ADA pump? Nice. I know we do have a long on ADA right now, so all them Discord members are enjoying those longs, those crypto calls, or those trade signals that I'm putting out. So if you guys want to see those trades, you guys can join the Discord. If you're already in and you're not a gold member, then feel free to join. And if you don't, that's fine. Just leave a like and subscribe. Let's take a look at ADA. This is not my ADA chart. I do have an ADA chart right here. Let's take a look at ADA. ADA getting some nice upside right now. All right. Again, maybe you're going to see some major resistance around 68 cents. But for me, in the short term, let's take a look right here. Let's try a little bit of a trend line. I could definitely see some resistance coming around this area right here. Whoops. Right there. Maybe a bit of a price target on that. It's going to be around 55 cents. I do see some resistance around this area. You see all these pivots right here. One right there. Man, what's wrong with my charts? One right there. Boom, 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 boom. You did come back, retested that support. Came back once again, retested, and it obviously failed. He couldn't even come back up to retest as resistance, and it just had a huge drop towards the downside. Now he is holding this level, starting to come back up. If you want to potentially maybe, you know, risk a short around 55 cents is not a bad area to chance a short. Let me take a look at our long. Our long position on ADA is around, again, I don't mind telling it now because we are well in the money now. We are long since 46 cents, so we are up handsomely on that trade. So gold members in the Discord, congratulations. If you followed that trade, you're up. You are up in the money. You guys, any other cryptos you want to take a look at before I go keep going on my analysis? We need a discount for old members. Again, if you guys were old members and you had the lower prices, you know, like the $10 a month type of deal, because now it's like 40. I'm just sorry, I won't probably can't switch it back because, you know, it would be unfair to current members, and you know, you just have to make sure that you could afford it before. Like $10 a month is a deal of a lifetime, to be honest. We also offer like crypto payments, so you could also pay like for lifetime as well. It's all up to you guys. You guys can send me an email. Links. My email is in my abouts page on YouTube. What do you think about UNFI? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at UNFI. Let's take a look, my friend. USDT. Oh my god. I just love it when people give me coins like this. It's just like, I don't know. What do I think about it? I've never heard of it. It looks like it's had a massive scam wick here, a massive pump towards the upside from basically $3 all the way to $40, and people think like, oh my god, it's gonna do that again, and I just can't wait for the next $1,000 pump, so I'm going to buy now. And what will ultimately happen is just the coin will start to do like this, right? And they'll start to like just bleed towards down. Obviously, I'm just going to negative price territory, but like maybe give you guys an example of what could like happen to these types of coins. Maybe like SLP, right? Like, so take a look at this coin. It had a massive pump, and everyone's like, oh my god, like I can't wait to get in at this ground level, and I'm just gonna get in while it's low, right? And then you just take a look at where it is now, and it's just been constantly going down. Consistently just making lower lows, because you know it's so be careful when you guys are going all in. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, chasing candles. Have a good dinner. So I don't know about the UniFi, but you can do whatever you want. So none of this is financial advice. Maybe you got a real golden coin here. I haven't done any research on it. I don't know anything about it. Maybe you know way more. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? I'm late. How much longer are you going to be on? I'm probably going to do maybe a bit of a 50-minute stream this time, Infinity. Then we're going to hop in the Discord for the Gold members after. We're going to have our Friday night discussion. Ethereum. I'll take a look at Ethereum. Okay, let's take a look at ETH. Let's take a look at ETH. See how ETH is doing. ETH is, you know, retesting 1700. It looks like it's broke it, and it's now starting to flip it as support. Let's see if it can hold. If it can hold, you know, longing around the $1,700 level, not a bad idea. And then you can maybe try to ride it to 2188. Again, if we even get there. No guarantee that we're going to get there. Also, you got that psychological resistance around the $2,000 mark. Just so you guys know, there is going to be a little bit of resistance around the $2,000 mark right here. Let's take a look at some trades. You guys want to cover some trades that we did this week? Bag some profits this week again. And not only in the crypto market, but in the stock market as well. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at what we closed this week. All right. And we also got some new open positions as well. But we're not going to talk about those. We're going to talk about our closed positions. The shmoney that we made. Right. Bit of a quiet week until Friday, actually. We closed some trades on Shopify. Again, rode that nicely on Shopify. Let's take a look at Shopify. Let's look at that pump on Shopify. Again, we bought in near the lows. Once again, look at that, this support right here. And then boom, huge price explosion, basically from $30 all the way up here. We closed our trade 13% in profit, 13.8% in profit. And then we closed our trade on Roku as well. Bagged another winner there. Again, Roku extremely oversold. We picked it up around $60, $64, $65. Again, you could have gotten a little bit lower on this double bottom right here, but we got it. You know, we played it safe, got a little bit higher, and then, you know, didn't know if the price was going to get there. So again, another beautiful play right there on Roku. Closed that one again. That one was over 10% in profit. And it closed another trade this week on NET. Let's take a look right here. NET. Again, this one a little bit uglier, but again, NET reversing beautifully after. Excuse me, I'm burping right now. After coming to this gap fill right here, you can see that NET came back up all the way back up to 65. We did get in around, let's take a look when we got in on NET. I believe we got in around the $58 level, or 58 or 59. I got in, I believe, on 59 on NET, and then we rode it up here to 65 after that gap fill. And sorry, I just clear a mistake. I did not get in. What is it on Roku? I think I got in around 60. Yeah, it was a 65. I don't know what I put in my closing price today. It was incorrect price. I put my entry price as my closing price on Roku, which is kind of funny because that's not where I closed my trade. Because you can see on the daily candle, the price was obviously at $71, so it's probably around that area that I closed it. Just put a little bit of an error there on my trade signals, but overall, closing the trade in profit is what's important. I closed a few trades in crypto as well. Again, very busy day. Again, my interview was over, so a little bit of stress relief there, and then I just decided to do a little bit of trading, and we bagged a couple wins today. Actually, I think we did the 3 or 4 wins these last couple days, so made some good money. If you guys have any questions, just put your coins in the description. We'll take a look at them. We'll take a look at anything you guys want, whatever you guys like. I always like looking at everybody's coins, what everyone's invested in, or what everyone's looking at, because there's just so many on the market. I can't look at them all, and I like to do analysis on all of them as well. When moon? We are mooning. What do you mean when moon? We are mooning. I mean, we've had a pretty substantial update, I would say. We've gotten two, 3 green candles in a row, a big pump of 13% overall. We could potentially start to run into some resistance around 22,600. Maybe we're gonna chop sideways until the 22nd. Again, I really doubt that. We do have some market moving news, which is going to be the CPI coming out next week, Tuesday. So by Tuesday, you're going to see some market volatility once again. Maybe on Monday, you see a bit of a pump at the open, and then a dump, and then some sideways action until Tuesday. Again, that news is released pre-market, I believe. It is released at 8:30 in the morning, 1 hour before market open. Yeah, 8:30 a.m. is when this US CPI is going to be released. SYN, MATIC. All right, let's take a look at MATIC. Let's take a look at MATIC. MATIC, again, finding some support around the 80 cents level. You did get a few candles underneath, but again, holding this previous low right here as support, as you guys can see. This previous low acting as a certain level of support as well, but ultimately closing above 80 cents. Now we are at 88 cents. So again, you're going to see some resistance around the dollar, right around the dollar mark. So maybe shorting around that area is not a bad idea. But again, just because you're short at a resistance doesn't mean it's going to completely hold. That resistance is going to hold. Ultimately, we could see that you could see Atom retested resistance so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Had a breakout, came back down, retested again. 6, retested support, retested support again, and then failed to break this previous high. And then ultimately, you keep making higher lows, and then boom, you just had a huge explosion today on Atom, coming up all the way and testing $17.20 as resistance, and then reversing back down to $16.05 right now. But pretty volatile day, I would say, for Atom. But you can see like Atom has been trying to break out pretty aggressively these last couple pumps. You know what? It got it. It had its breakout again. Ape also had a big move today. Ape coin. It's a very funny name. Let's take a look at SYN. Let's just get back on Atom here. Close this Atom. Let's take a look at SYN. Oh boy. Synapse, the buck 77. Oh, again, this coin looks relatively new. Not much price action right now. Don't really see too much going on. You can see maybe some potential resistance around these levels right here. It's kind of an ugly chart, I would say. Not really nice. Try to fit it around these levels, but again, you can see this level is acting as resistance, flip this support, and then flip it as resistance, Now you're getting some wicks above right now. No real confirmation. You are again at that 200-day moving average. After after all this period of time, the 200-day finally started. So it's a relatively new coin to the market. I would say it's pretty new. Sup, When Moon, Solana. Thoughts on the DXY, top or not? So I think it's actually a full moon tonight too. Okay, sorry, that's funny, Cody. That's very funny. Let's take a look at the DXY. DXY is right here. DXY did get a nice little pullback right here, came back down, but ultimately retested this channel as support, and you can see that we did get a big wick up after coming down to basically 108.5, and now we're back up to 108.9, almost at 109. But markets were able to rally on the DXY dropping today, and on the news that the CPI is going to be potentially lower at the next data report, data announcement, whatever you want to call it, next CPI report, basically. Do I think there's a temporary top in the DXY? I think that hey, sorry, I'm just getting some water. I'm very thirsty. I had Chinese food for dinner, so I'm very thirsty. It's very salty. Yes, so I do think that we could see a potential little bit of a top in the DXY. Do I think it's this is the complete top? Maybe not, because the US is still gonna put out a couple more rate hikes, maybe one or two more before they're really done, and then the EU is also starting, and the Canadian government did a rate hike as well, and the EU is starting. So this is putting a downwards pressure on the dollar. When other currencies raise their rates, right, it makes their currencies more competitive, and then you have the downward pressure on the dollar, right? So then people would maybe be more attracted to the euro, although their rates are still really, really low and their inflation is really, really high. That's why it's like the euro is like almost is basically 1-to-1 right now with the US dollar. But yeah, when the Fed is actually like maybe nearing the end of their tightening cycle, because I don't think they can do much more. If they keep going at the rate that they're going and they don't stop, something is in the economy is going to break. Although I think they've already overdone it, and something is going to implode eventually because they think that everything's fine right now. Look at all the rate hikes we've done. Nothing's happened. It's like they just, if I put it to an analogy, like they're like let's say we're in the shower, and then they've turned on the hot water super fast, and then like it's like to the point where it's like boiling water. But then usually when you do that, you don't feel the effects of the boiling water right away, because you got to let the water that's already currently in the pipe flow out. So like they're basically saying, look, we're not burning yet. There's no boiling water. Everything's fine. But eventually, that boiling water is going to run out to the shower head, and it's going to burn you. So that's basically what's going to happen. They've raised those rates extremely high, and then they're saying, like, look, nothing's happened. The unemployment level is still low. We're creating all these new jobs. Very super strong labor market. Everything is super strong. The economy is strong, right? Prices, the CPI is coming down. Oh boy, housing prices haven't even fallen, or barely fallen, but you're seeing a huge plummet in housing demand. Like housing sales have completely collapsed, and especially for new home sales too. And you're gonna see this like when give it maybe like 6 to 9 months, you're gonna see that housing is gonna take a big hit. Again, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. This is just my opinions on the market. Yeah, you guys can think about it. Again, yeah, basically DXY, I think you have a bit of a temporary top right now, but it might reverse back up if the Fed does another big rate hike and signals that there's more and more big hikes to come. Then yeah, you're gonna see a DXY surge. Maybe we're gonna go up to 113, 114. Who knows? All depends on when the Fed's gonna fold. And they're going to fold when the economy folds. I like that analogy. Thank you. Mom, it hurts. Cake recipe. What? All right, let's take a look at a couple more coins. Someone wanted to take a look at Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. All right, Solana finding a little bit of support around this area, around $31.95. Our average price is around 33 something right now. We did average it on our trade right there. So we are slightly in the money on this trade, but nothing too crazy. Going to monitor it closely. We do have some resistance coming in at $37, so I'm going to be taking a look at that. Sorry, I burped. I need to blow my nose, so I'm going to mute my mic. Alright, sorry, I had to blow my nose there. Something spicy up my nose that kind of burned. Alright. Can you check out Lana Del Taco Inu? What in the hell is that? What is that even? Let me look up what coin this is. What even is the ticker for this? Lana Del Taco. What is the ticker for this thing? I don't know if that's a coin or you're just messing with me. I can't tell. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't tell. So I don't know what to do. You're gonna see. We are in the weekend now, so it's gonna be low volume. Just so you know. Just so you know, guys. That's a long blow break. Oh. Chop it down a little more, it will burn the nose less. No, I'm not doing drugs. Oh my god. What's wrong with you guys? LDTI. It's not even on. Is it? I got LDO. I don't think that's it though. I don't think that's what you were looking for. Nice bounce right at the $18,500 level. Again, we did long around 18,000. So if you guys want to know what the leverage trades were the last couple of days, we did have some losses, but mostly we are on a winning streak these last couple of days. Closed along on Bitcoin 10%, Bitcoin 37%, 37.52. Then we had a neutral, we had a break-even trade, and OP was down up 20.57%, and a trade today on SRM 21.68%. We did have some losses today too. I think we got 2 stopped out, but again, those were very, very small. Again, our percentage gain on our portfolio is now 93.45%, so that's doing pretty good. And a little bit more action now. Very happy. Need market volatility to make trades. Market just chops sideways. Can't really do much. So it's nice that big money's back in September. You can see some big movements. We do have some of our positions are getting back into money today too in the stock. So that was nice, quite nice to see. Our portfolio, entire portfolio, going up as well. I do have some big positions though right now. Some big trades going on NEM. NEM is just extremely oversold right now, in my opinion. You can see this beautiful bullish divergence that's happening right now. Look at that. lower low and higher high on the RSI on the daily time frame. You can see how oversold that weekly is. Maybe we could get a pump back up to 53. That would be lovely. Really like to see that. Maybe we'll get up to the 200 day. Who knows? Yeah, maybe this 200 day would have to come down significantly though. We do have a little bit of a gap fill right here at 57 and a gap fill right here at $50. So obviously we're gonna hit this one before anything else. But again, a pump from these levels would be quite nice. Around 18% pump, and if we get up to here, 33, up to that 200 day, 43%. And again, we would really need the gold price to move up. Gold price is looking okay right now. It is seeing some selling pressure around the 1724 level. Again, a big drop in the DXY would really make gold shoot up, in my opinion. And let's just see what happens next week. Let's just wait and see. Let's play it by ear, guys. FTM. What's up, Infinity? Infinity wants to see FTM. Let's take a look at FTM. We do have an FTM chart. FTM. Again, we're gonna have to update these charts this weekend. They're gonna have time to do that. Look at that. FTM getting rejected beautifully at resistance here, coming all the way back down. And we are seeing some support around this previous low as well. Dang, I should have updated these charts this weekend. You guys could have caught this nice little bounce right here. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Oh, that would have been a legendary trade. Again, FTM pumping up from basically 23 cents all the way to 27 cents. That is a 17% move. If it can get back up to 31 cents, you're going to see some resistance there. So let's see what happens for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at those vector candles on the daily time frame. Whoa, big green vector candle waiting to be recovered on Bitcoin. Again, red vector right here, fully recovered. Still have a red vector to recover up here at 23,200. Again, these vectors will be recovered eventually, but does not mean they have to recover right now. You can see that we still have one right here at 26,500 in the weekly time frame. You guys already know where them lower targets are. They're all the way down here. But we're not going to talk about those right now. We're going to focus on the green vectors that we have right now, which is right here. Are you shooting Luna 2, Raven, GMT right now? Robert, I'm not shorting any of those coins, but if you want to see my trades, you can join the Discord. The link is in the description. We bagged some nice wins today as well, so you could have profited if you were in the Discord, but you know, again, I'm not going to share any of my trades here. And my profit loss history is on my website, so if you want to see what my win ratio is and how much we've made in the accounts that I funded, you guys can take a look in the link with the link in the description on cryptomickey.com. If you guys want to sign up for BitGet training, the link is also in the description. You get up to $4,163, and BitGet announced today that there is going to be no trading fees for spot trading on BitGet. So if you want to trade on BitGet, there's no more fees to be trading on spot. So if you guys are just big old spot traders, come and join BitGet. 0 fees for spot trading. Again, just know this is an exchange. It's not your keys, not your coins. So if you're going to put your long-term holdings here, you know, I'd rethink that. You know, I keep all my long-term holdings in a cold storage wallet. You guys should as well, because these exchanges can go under, right? We've seen Voyager go to hell, Celsius. Let's take a look at natural gas and oil. Oil getting a little bit of more upside right here. We can see that oil came back up to 86. Excuse me. And came back to retest this trend line as resistance. As you can see, this is a major trend line right here. Came back up and resets it as resistance. Let's see if it holds. If oil can get back up to $95 and break it, I would be extremely bullish on oil. I could definitely see oil going to maybe $147 a barrel. Again, that would be a massive problem for the US. The US is actually on borrowed time with oil. They are releasing a lot of oil from their strategic petroleum reserve, artificially pushing down the price of oil, and OPEC is reducing their demand a little bit. So once the US does turn the valve off, and the OPEC has already reduced their output, that's going to put a huge shortage on oil, and the demand, it should be coming down, right? Because we are in a recession. But if the Fed stimulates us again, which they probably will, because they always do the wrong thing, then you're going to see like oil prices start to go like mooning again. But that's going to be really bad for everyone, because we all know that higher energy costs really sucks for everyone. And you can see in Europe right now, energy costs are absurd. People are paying 10 times what they pay usually for electricity. BNB update. All right, let's take a look at BNB Infinity. BNB. Binance. So we did close our trade on Binance, and rightfully doing, because we were nicely in the money on that one. But again, if Binance gets, if Binance gets back up to, the BNB coin gets back up to $322, or maybe even $337, I would be very interested in shorting. Again, it looks a little bit overbought on the 4-hour right now, starting to top out on the RSI, but the daily time frame, you could still come back up. And we have talked about this, a potential inverse head and shoulders on BNB. Maybe we are going to get a bit of a breakout here, and then we're going to go back to 396 and then retest this trend line as, massive resistance, and it will start to reverse back down. But again, that's a lot of speculation. We still got a long way to go from here. Nothing's guaranteed. But yeah, ultimately, I'm very bearish on BNB as well. We've already talked about this. Where's our BNB chart right here? BNB. Again, some big green vector candles on the weekly time frame, and it's just open air, just a big old air pocket waiting to be filled. Price is waiting to come down. And your opinion for BTC, do you think it can hit 24K and roll down, or it can go up? Can it go up? Anything can go up. It's all depending on what the traditional markets are going to do as well, Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Traditional markets. Bitcoin's going to run into some resistance, some heavy resistance around 22,968 bucks, 21,900. But I am in some longs right now. I'm already in the money in my long. So again, would I long here? Probably not. I probably would have longed around these levels right here as well. But again, I have many open positions. Yeah, it could definitely go up to 24K. Absolutely. It could even come back up to 25K. You complete this W pattern, but you're going to run into all these resistance levels right here. So it's not going to be so easily done. Lol, yes, bath. Yeah, it's going to be a... Where's a BNB? Yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath when BNB comes down. $39.20 is the target. Yeah, I know people are like, oh my god, this guy's crazy. These big ass targets he's talking about. People. No problem, Robert. Anytime. All right. I think we're going to end the stream soon, guys. I think we're going to go have the our Friday discussion with the gold members in the Discord. We're going to talk about the markets, our plan for next week, what's going to be happening in the markets, and our trading plan. So if you guys want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. And if you guys don't want to do that, that's fine. Just leave a like and subscribe. Help support the channel. We are on the road to 25,000. Once we do reach 25,000 subscribers, we are going to do that $2,500 giveaway. All right, so leave a like and subscribe, guys. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. And if you guys want to sign up for Big Get Trading, which is where I do all my trades, the link is in the description as well. Talk to you guys later. Peace.